figure no one's here, so why start talking? Why'd I put this here? Yeah. Oh, that's better. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Ugh. Oh wait, hang on, I gotta... One sec. Forgive me, I messed up on my own description. Good thing I can type really fast. Better. Okay. Currently waiting for people. It says there's one person here, so whoever's here, reveal yourself. Excuse me. Ugh. Still waiting. Why on earth am I liking my own videos? Whoever is here, please let yourself be known. Because I must know whoever's here. I mean, if there's anyone here. It's a mighty big if, so... One moment. I got an idea. Oh, that's better. Just remove the keyboard. I was the only one to actually say anything, which is honestly very sad, and it shows that I'm lonely. Why, hello there, Scarlet. It's nice to virtually see you. Okay, found better music. Better drawing music, if you know what I mean. Did you draw that? If so, that looks amazing. Oh, yes, I did. I am actually working on my Secrets of the Demon video, which will be premiering sometime next year. With possibly a new channel. I don't know for sure, but I do intend on uploading it sometime next year. As you can probably imagine, it's taken me a while. And believe me, it has been working on this picture for the last 30 minutes or so. And so right now I figure I might as well work on it with an audience. Oh, I love Orchestra so much. Give me a moment, sorry. I had to... That's awesome, I can't wait. Take your time and need. Alrighty, if you say so, then okay. There's not a whole lot of spoilers that I'm going to be giving off in this video, but there's still going to be a tiny bit of spoilers for episode 4. Dang it, I had to put my keyboard on my lap. Okay, that's better. Now this may be boring to some of you who are going to watch this. I don't know if it's boring for everyone, which is upsetting to me. Oh, that's better. Okay. Had to get all of my pencils out. And there's my regular one. Okay. Let me see, what's better? Is it better on this side or on this side? Okay, it's slightly better. And I'm sorry about the weird lighting. The angles in here are not that good. I think like everyone is like taking one look and they're like, oh, he's just drawing. What does this matter? Well, it does matter because I'm gonna be talking about some very specific things in this video, and I can't have you all looking at my face. If that even makes any sense. Seriously, does that even make any sense? I don't know. I'm only gonna be on stream for... I just had to, what can I say? So I'm looking at the chat, or whoever's here, and so far it says that there's only one person. Which is upsetting to me. I don't exactly like having only one person watching, so... maybe at some point there'll be more people. I don't know for sure, though. Two watching. Okay, well who's the second person? I must know whoever that second person is so that way I can address their existence. What did I even say? There's another person here, so make yourself known. It's still two people, that's a good thing. Still two people. Can you hear the music at all, Miss Scarlet? Because if so, then I want to know. Just a spot. Oh, okay. That's a good thing. So, I will also go into detail on other stuff that I've been doing. So for starters, 2020 has been a pile of garbage. A complete pile of garbage. I do not like 2020 at all. Mainly because of everything that's been going on. Who is this second person? I must know. Reveal yourself, second person. I have no offense to 2020, but I hate it. I hate it with a passion. And 2020 can go die in a fire.
Google 5.
Hey, yay. Nothing to hear over there. Good thing I know how to get rid of ads almost instantly. What I do is I usually fill in the color first and then I do the hard lines, but sometimes I accidentally mess up, so like I am right now. Hey, my hands. Here, is that better? Let me look on my let me look on the other screen. It's kind of delayed. Okay, I guess it's back up to there, I guess. It's pretty much the same. And if you're wondering, this is a background frame for a cartoon that I'm working on right now called Secrets of the Dragon. If you were wondering, Scarlet, I don't know if you've seen the cartoon yet, but I recommend that you go see it because it's a really... It's not perfect, but it is a good series that I made. I mean, I made it myself, but now my friend Alex is helping me with it, and that's actually one thing I wanted to talk with you about. It looks amazing, I'll check it out. Oh, wait, thank you. But don't watch it yet, because you gotta watch this video first. If... that doesn't even make any sense. Hang on just a moment. You're gonna be seeing nothing happening for just a few seconds. Haha, choo-choo. Hang on, I'm gonna plug in something real quick, because I can't see what I'm actually working on. So I need the other thing that I got for Christmas. It's a light table. Give me a moment. Let me see, where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. I keep on forgetting where all my stuff is supposed to go. So the whole process that you're seeing is basically where... So the whole thing that you're seeing right here is basically where... So the whole thing right here is basically a light table that my friend got me. Alex got me this, by the way. And so it turns on and it shines through the paper so I can trace stuff more effectively. And I can also see exactly where everything is supposed to be. Let me dim it down. Hang on. So as you can see, there's the rough outlines of the picture that I drew before. It's this one, and then... No, I need you to... Oh, that's better. So as you can see, I'm basically tracing over everything so that everyone can see it. But you see, I'm taking a very minimal approach to it. That looks fabulous. Oh, thank you. So if it's not gonna be seen by the camera, then it doesn't make any sense to draw it. So that's why it's only this tiny area, because as you can see, there's two windows right there. And so this is gonna go on top of it. Like so. So it's going to go on top of that like so, and you're going to see that out the window. And so that's how it's going to work. I just need it so that I can check to make sure I know where everything's going to be. So that way, it'll look better to you guys when I actually do it. And I guess this counts as some kind of behind the scenes thing. So I know not to color ER, but to do the rest of these, and among all the other parts to this picture. So how's your 2020 so far? It's a pile of garbage? Oh, I'm happy. Man, what am I thinking here? uh... So Scarlett, did you see that cartoon I did beforehand? The firework fail one? That one I did for Veterans Day? Dang it, I accidentally messed up. Well, that cartoon that I did, Firework Fail, it was made using new methods that I learned from my friend, you know, Alex, and so that cartoon paved the way for the new cartoon that I'm working on, which is this one. I didn't exactly have this light table when I did that cartoon, but now I know where to draw everything. So it was through Firework Fail that gave me one sec, be right back. I don't know if that was for me or not. Give me a moment. So far there's 2 people here, but I don't know who that second person is. Who are you, second person? Another thing too is that the reason that I'm doing the colors like this is because is mainly due to the fact that I looked back on some of the frames that I did for SOTD, and they are very bland looking. Like, it's just something about those frames that they look like a dullish color. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I colored them all nicely. A lot of these frames were made a year ago, and so I'm looking back on them, and they are really, really dull. Like, the colors aren't even popping. Like, it's so bad. And so I'm going through every single one of my frames so that I can recolor them. And so I can recolor all of them and make them more colorful, like I am right here. Like take a look here. Look at how colorful those trees are. Well, I need to eat dinner. I'll be back. Keep you on the good work. Okay. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, had to go do something downstairs because I thought someone was calling me. So I had to... Oh, why didn't I just do that before? Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. 2020 was a pile of garbage. Anyway, working on frames. And now that I've announced to people that there's a live stream going on, change the music too while I'm at it. Why is it all blurry? Oh, that's just because it's on my end. And there's more people. Yay. So, what should I talk about? Come all this way and yet I don't know what to talk about. Oh, there's 4 people now. Even better. Why, hi there, Keith. I didn't notice, I'm sorry, I'm looking down at this paper and I can't really look up at the moment. I know this may seem extremely boring, but what can I say? I can't film anything on my... I can't film any video games or anything like that, so... So what am I supposed to do? I can't film any video games or anything, so... This is the best I got, okay? I'm sorry. And besides, I'm going to bed in about an hour. I guess this is kind of spoiler-like. I figure since... Can I zoom in at all? Whoa, yeah I can. Okay. How was I supposed to know I could do that? I haven't done one of these in a while. I didn't know I could actually do something like that. First, I didn't know I could pause in a live stream. Next, I didn't know I could... Next, I forgot that I could... that I could zoom in. I think I did that when I went to Galaxy's Edge on the opening day. It feels like a million years ago that I did that, but in reality it was just a year... It was just around a year ago. Or I guess like 2 years ago. I don't know if the camera's actually picking this up. So, how's everyone's New Year's Eve going? You guys getting ready to say goodbye to 2020 and say hello to 2021? Tell me. I must know. How come no one's saying anything? Is there something wrong with my stream? Because if not, then I'll fix it. Someone say something. I want to hear someone's digital voice. Handy Andy, looking good, Eric. Oh, why thank you. You've got the same name as my first ever cartoon character. Wait a minute, Andrew? Because there's only one person I know who says Andy. And the last time I remember you saying that you had a YouTube channel, so... Let's see. I will celebrate New Year's Eve properly later. But not in this stream though, because I can't really do anything drastic at the moment. I love Orchestra so much. So far no one's really saying anything, it makes me feel bad. This is actually a type of tree that has like um, little lines on it, and so I learned how to do that. Andrew! It is, um, it is Andrew, okay. Classical is awesomeness. Why, yes it is. I love classical music. It's one of the reasons why that I love Disney music so much. It just hits those same classical kind of style that I love so much. And if you're wondering what on earth am I drawing, well, I am drawing a background frame for Secrets of the Dragon, which is my animated series I'm working on at the moment. And this is a background frame that's going to be inside a background frame. And right now I'm messing up on it for some strange reason. And I'm using some of the new methods that my friend Alex taught me. Alex, I know you're watching. I know you're out there. And this is actually something that I want to talk about. So Secrets of the Dragon is an animated series that I'm working on right now. Actually going to be reverting it back to its original name, which is Secrets of the Demon, because do you think Disneyland will open by spring? I'm honestly crossing my fingers, my arms. Oh wait, hang on. I'm crossing my fingers, arms, legs, and eyes. Because I want to go back to Disneyland. It honestly hurts my heart so much that I can't spend New Year's at Disneyland. Fun fact about me, I've never actually gone to Disneyland during New Year's before. My mom says that she did once, and it was chaos. So I'm honestly really hoping that we get to go back to Disneyland. Of course, all you probably remember that of course, a lot of you would probably saw my live stream that I did from California Adventure for, from California Adventure, when Buena Vista Street opened. That was really fun. I hope I get to go back to Buena Vista Street again soon. I mean, I was there with my friends Colby and Todd, and we all had a great time. But I'm honestly really hoping that Disneyland does end up reopening, and I hate masks. I hate them with a passion, but I will wear one if it's required to get into Disneyland. I will happily wear a mask in order to get into Disneyland if that is required. But let me tell you, I hate those stinking masks. I honestly feel like I can't breathe. I feel like although it does keep my face warm when I'm outside. My heart hurt when they're retheming Splash Mountain. Thought of you. Ugh, it hurts too. It hurts so much. I mean, okay, we're gonna get into some real deep stuff here. Like, it's the same thing with this one video I saw from someone. I forgot what it was from, but they were talking about cartoons made during the 50s and stuff, and they talked about how nowadays those cartoons have like little, what are they? Like little messages on them telling people that some of the stuff in there may be offensive. Like, oh, they were a product of their time. Well, it's still semi-relevant today? Maybe? I don't know. And so, it just makes me upset. Like, we should honor these things because they're historical. It shows how America has changed throughout the decades and centuries. And so it was a product of the time, but we should try and honor it to see how we could make differences to better society as a whole nowadays. At least that's my idea. And besides, when you actually show the stuff that's meant to show stuff to a certain people, of course they're not exactly offended in my opinion. And so it's ridiculous in my opinion. Boy, did I just spill a whole lot of stuff. But overall, I am upset that they are retheming Splash Mountain. It is honestly the worst thing that has come out of 2020 for me, besides Disneyland reopening. Besides Disneyland closing for me. New song. um, and so it honestly is super. Um, it's honestly one of the worst pieces of news that I could have, um, that I could have heard during the early part of the year. I mean, it was the middle part of the year, but still. And so, when I heard that they were retheming Splash Mountain, it was honestly like a punch in the gut to me, almost. Like, it's my favorite ride, and now you're just gonna take it out like it means absolutely nothing? How dare you? That's better. Oh great, now the viewership's gone down. I honestly wonder how come they haven't rethemed something that already exists in Disneyland to begin with and use that as like a Princess and the Frog ride. Like, maybe not even a Princess and the Frog ride. What about what is it like? What about retheming the French Market, for example, into Tiana's place from the movie? I would have loved that. But of course, I always remember this one quote from I think it was, I forgot who it's from. There's a quote in there from Walt Disney, and then there's one from one of his Imagineers. They go into this argument that Disneyland isn't a museum, and that it needs to keep on changing in order for things to get better. And so I understand where they're coming from with that. Like, Disneyland isn't a museum, of course, and it needs to change in order to stay better and ahead of the game, I guess. Because think about it, if it wasn't for this, we probably wouldn't have a lot of the great rides that we do today. For starters, we probably wouldn't have, we most likely wouldn't have, well, most likely if Disneyland just held on to everything that it did back on opening day, we wouldn't have the Matterhorn, Big Thunder, Splash, or Space Mountain. So that's a little food for thought. If that makes any sense. Like, and so, I can be okay with some changes, but this one just hit home for me. And so that's why I got really upset the day that I saw the news article saying that they were going to retheme it. It hurt, of course, but then I thought, well, I think Disneyland should change, because if it wants to stay amazing, then it needs to change something every now and then. We can't hold on to everything. And so that's my argument on that. My rant. So Keith, I remember you saying that you worked with Mr. Rogers? Oh yeah, what is this? It's Waltz of the Flowers by Tchaikovsky. I'm a huge orchestra nerd. And now you're probably thinking, well, why on earth is this picture so, like, open? Like, if you look around, there's barely anything. Well, that's because of something I mentioned earlier in the live stream. The camera needs to see only a certain portion of this frame. Swan Lake. I did, Eric. You did what? Oh, no, wait. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, you worked with Mr. Rogers, okay. What was he like? Was he as amazing as everyone says he is? I mean, I would have loved to have met Mr. Rogers. In fact, I wish he was still around so we could actually learn from him, because he is amazing from all the videos I've watched on him over the course of a couple of years that I've been watching him. I didn't understand it back in the day, but now I do understand it. And hearing that you actually worked with him, it's a window to another world. What was he like? Battery may run out soon. I'll take care of this. Why is it that during live streams my phone just ends up just doing a lot better? Sorry, I just plugged in my phone so everything just got all wonky. One of the most incredible human beings I've ever been around, an amazing and loving man. That's amazing, and I honestly wish that he was still around. I mean, I'm sure he would have been around for maybe a few more years, but I honestly really wish that someone like him, or the man himself, was around so that way we could learn from him, and that way we can learn to take our problems with more kindness, which I don't think there's a lot of in today's world. So, which I don't think there's a whole lot of. So, you can kind of see where I'm coming from with this. He would have loved you. Aw, well, he would have liked me just the way I am. I love Orchestra. And watching It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, I didn't actually watch the movie yet, but I did listen to the opening theme. I did listen to the opening theme a lot. And I mean a lot. And so, I love the opening theme so much. It's got a simple idea, simple message, everything. And so, honestly, he was a man ahead of his time, I think. And that's always a good thing. And if you're wondering what on earth I'm drawing, it's a frame for SOTD. One that'll be in the background of a background. Hang on, I need to bring out the light table. If you're wondering, that's what this thing is. So this is gonna go in the background of this frame that you see. No, don't brighten up. Okay, that's better. Because as you can see, there's the outline of these two windows in there. And you see everything that's gonna be outside this window is everything that's on this top frame, which is this one. So as you can see, it's only in this little area. And so I only have to draw what's going to be in that area. It saves on time, and it's not that detailed, so that way I can get done with it quicker. if that makes any sense. It saves on time and resources. It's basically what a lot of big film companies do, like Disney. Dare I say, this kind of reminds me of Cinderella. Like this section of the song a little bit. There's just something about it that has a sort of Cinderella-like vibe. And I can just imagine, like, them dancing in the ballroom. So any other interesting pieces of information for me about Mr. Rogers? When you think of it here on YouTube, check Mr. Rogers' song, Did You Know? Reminds me of you. Did I know? Take a look at that later. Not gonna play it right now, obviously, because of issues, but still. But I will take a look at that a little bit later. Everything you see in this frame leads to a big old timeline of stuff that's gonna... it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense right now, but it will later. Like, why on earth is this there? Like, what's... Like, if you look... Let me see. Whoa, that's really close up. So, if you look up under the Eric Land sign right there, then you'll notice it looks grayish right there. That's because there was some kind of, maybe like a landslide or something. I forgot what it was that caused that. And so, throughout my, series that I'm going to have on my channel, which I don't know how many there's gonna be. Maybe there's gonna be like 5 or something like that before I'm dead. And so, and so, and so all of this plays into a big old timeline of events that'll give you a new understanding of what my imaginary world really is and where it came from and all like that. I mean, in real life, the whole story isn't really that interesting, but when you look at it through an animated view, then it makes a whole lot more sense, because you have something visual to look at. I'm a visual learner, so it makes sense that maybe some other people would be too. And so that's the whole thing. That's a whole thing that I like. I like making big old things to piece together for viewers to look at. And so, and actually speaking of that, Mr. Rogers' middle name was McFeely. That's where he got the Speedy and Delivery got his name. Is that where he got his name? Wow. Fred McFeely Rogers. That is really cool. Excuse me. Not sick, just have some digestion going on in my stomach area. What'd I just say? Let me see. And if you're wondering whose claws are these right there, that is Dragon Inflatoman's feet. Yeah, his feet are 20 to 30 feet tall. Just his claws. I wanted him to be the biggest of characters that I made. In fact, the biggest of dragons ever made. And so that's why he's so huge. Simply for I want him to be the biggest of the biggest. Does that even make any sense? I think it... Let's see, what's the next song that I can play? Oh. Let me see. What's the next one? Hang on just a moment, I need to move this. Need to move. Stuff's falling. Okay, just move over here. There you go. Okay. Eric, who's my favorite Disney character? Ah, why must you ask me this? Okay, I can't really name one specific character, but so you're getting a list. Okay, so I'm in love with the Fab Five. You got good old Mickey Mouse. So you got Mickey, Donald, Daisy, Minnie, Goofy, and Pluto. Those are the top five right there. Then you also, let's see, what else? Then you have, let's see, my other favorite Disney characters, and I'm including, Disney TV, Phineas and Ferb, Isabella, Buford, let's see, Baljeet, Grunkle Stan, Dipper, and Mabel, let's see, Seuss, Wendy, give me a moment, let's see, Winnie the Pooh, Nick and Judy, let's see, there's also Stitch, Lilo, um, let's see, give me a moment, thinking, what else, I know this so well, Ariel, I know it's kind of girly, but still. um, let's see. One of my other favorites. We also have Mater. Let's see. Hang on. I'm trying to think. You gave me a difficult question to answer. um, what else? There's also. There. Give me a moment. Still thinking. There is also. What else? Stanford Pines, Bill Cipher, let's see, Heinz Doofenshmirtz, let's see, favorite Disney characters, I already listed those guys, now everything else, I'm like going, like, in my head, I'm actually going through every Disney film I've ever seen, um, I'm like imagining every single character I've seen in a Disney movie. There's also, let's see, uh, there's also, Quentin Tremblay, 8.5 President of the United States of America. 8.5. um, my goodness, you're really making me think here, Keith. uh, and finally, I'd have to say one of my favorites, I'd have to say, is also Cinderella. Okay, one word to describe the feeling Disney gives you. One word to describe the way that Disney makes me feel. I'd have to say, and don't quote me on this, but I'd have to say my favorite, there would be one word to describe the feeling that Disney gives me. I would have to say it's most likely either magic or art. There's just something about Disney movies that honestly make me feel really good, and they never fail to put a smile on my face. There's just something about them, I can't put my finger on it. If that even makes it. I think that makes sense. It's a masterpiece, art, and or art. So, any other questions for me? No? Maybe? I'm still waiting for more people to show up, because I want more people, other than just 3. But I still appreciate you being here. Now, for his claws, which I think his claws would be somewhere like maybe around 25 feet in diameter for the small ones and maybe 30 feet for the large ones. We've been streaming for about an hour almost. My most favorite underrated Disney film is Hunchback. I love that film. I love Hunchback too. It is easily... It has some great music and great animation for the time. I mean, it's still great today. Although I barely remember it for some reason. Maybe it's just because I haven't seen it in a while. That's probably why. And so, I'd have to say my favorite underrated Disney film is Princess and the Frog. I know, ironic, right? I mean, I haven't seen all of them, obviously, so I have a little bit of catching up to do if I want to see every single Disney film. Oh yeah, the music's great, both in Hunchback and in, um... I mean, the music's great in both Hunchback and Princess and the Frog. I love orchestra and jazz. They are two of my favorite styles of music, and both those movies that I love have those two styles of music that I absolutely love. So that's a win-win if you ask me. Give me a moment, looking for another song. Let me see, hang on. Okay, back to the live stream. I have to keep on changing the music every so often, so that's why it goes silent for a little bit. You have any questions for me? Uh, what's your favorite ride at Disneyland? if you if you have to ask me what mine are, it's getting a small list. You're getting Pirates of the Caribbean, Splash Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, Matterhorn, It's a Small World, and Peter Pan. Oh, and Big Thunder too. Throw that in there. So, what's your favorite ride at Disneyland, Mr. Keith? I must know. My park is Disney World, so I love the Carousel of Progress. I've never been on the Carousel of Progress. It didn't really exist back in those times that it was around. I mean, I can't really ride it if I didn't even exist. I've I've also never exactly been to Walt Disney World, so that's another problem. I wish I could go one day, but sadly, with the way the world is right now, I don't think that's possible. And also the fact that I don't have enough money to actually go there. And this is one of the problems with working with graphite, it gets all over your hands. Epcot is Spaceship Earth. Oh yeah, the giant golf ball. You know, if you look at it right, it actually does look like a giant golf ball. Okay, so what about, Hollywood Studios? Getting, like, graphite all over my hands. Well, let's just do that. Okay, what about the other parks, like, Animal Kingdom, or what about, there's also Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. What about those two? And I heard that they're bringing Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway to Disneyland, so that's something for me. Because I'm closer to Disneyland than Disney World, so... I'm hearing Mom sneezing downstairs, but my friend already beat me to her. Looks good. Animal Kingdom Kilimanjaro Safari. Alright. Anything else? What about Hollywood Studios? There's so... My hand is... I... P... Peahawks? Peahawks. Trying to figure out how to pronounce that name. I'm so sorry, I can't really pronounce it that well. Just working on Secrets of the Dragon. There's not a whole lot going on, but... It's the best I can do. It's the best I can do since I don't really have any chance to actually do my usual Big Ben kind of thing where my model of Big Ben chimes in the new year. I'm gonna be doing that later, but I can't really stay up that long because I'm tired. I've been waking up at 6 in the morning for the last 3 days, and I go to bed at 10. It's absolute torture for my body, and I hate it. I absolutely hate waking up at 6 in the morning, and yet I'm gonna have to do that all the time when I eventually get a job, so that's another thing to look forward to. Losing sleep, pretty much. So, Fernie, if you... I mean, uh, the Peahawks, if you have anything to ask me, like any questions, or anything to say, then go ahead and say it to my face, or my digital face. Ugh. Hang on. Light table again. Darn it, my phone cable's dropping everything. Okay, this goes there. And that goes like that. Okay. Hang on, this is gonna get kind of bright. Hang on. Yep, I'm in the right area. Okay. I'm honestly sure that my live stream's on a delay for some of you guys, so sorry about that. Don't really know how to fix that. Any more questions for you, or am I gonna... for me... Hold it right there, Beethoven. Good thing I know how to get rid of ads almost immediately. And I'm not telling you, Where did your love of trains come from? Oh boy, that's a bit of a story. Hope you got time. I honestly have no idea where my love of trains came from, but the biggest piece of inspiration I'd have to say, which I'm sure is mostly the case for a lot of people, I'd have to say my favorite, I'd have to say the source of inspiration where my love of trains came from, I'd have to say is, uh, is Thomas. I grew up watching that show. I would watch it every day whenever I had time, or like almost every day, and I loved that show. I loved it up until a couple of years ago when, actually no, I actually grew out of that a long time ago. Um, it was such a good show. I remember when they made the transition over to, from live action models to CGI, and I just was not on board at all. I mean, to be completely honest, the CGI is okay, but it's not the same as it was when I was a kid, which I'm sure is which I'm sure is the case for a lot of people. Like they say, "Oh, bring back the practical models." Um, but yeah, I'm sure my love of trains came from Thomas, as well as among other places, such as going to different, um, as well as going to different like train museums around my area. Like I went to the one in Griffith Park in LA. I also went to where else? I also went to a handful of other places too. Like what was that one? I think it was Train Town, USA, or was it Travel Town? I forgot. But one year in the classic year of 2002, I think it was, my dad bought me a model of the Southern Pacific 4449, which is a daylight locomotive, and it was that train that basically jump-started my love for trains all those years ago, and ever since and since that day, I got more trains, I got a layout, and I got new buildings. I actually made a building for that layout. And ever since that day, my love of trains has only grown since then. Well, I mean, it basically died a little bit in middle school and high school. But after, but however, in 2015, I decided that I was going to take out my old train set again that I had since 2003. At least I think it was 2003. I don't remember completely, but still. And in 2016, as I was filming a project that is now canceled forever, that is now possibly canceled, I decided to keep my train set, much to my mom's upsetness. and so and so in 2016 in January, that was where I started my YouTube channel, and my train set took center stage almost immediately, and all of you guys seem to love my train videos, and I intend on bringing those back as soon as the Christmas tree's gone. Um, man, I wish I could use video game music, but I can't, and so that is where my love of trains came from, and in my cartoons, in episode 4 of Secrets of the Demon, you will actually see giant animated versions of my trains running around on the Ericland Railroad. Kind of similar to the Disneyland Railroad in a way, except these trains are drawn massively compared to how small they actually would be in real life. Like they would not be this big in my cartoon as they would be in real life. Like they would be much smaller. Like they would be around the size of the trains at Disneyland. But you'll see my trains. In fact, according to the new storyline I have for Secrets of the Demon, you actually won't be seeing my trains as much as I like because of the new storyline. cables. Okay, that's better. This frame's almost done, and then I can work on the other ones. I think I'll go for maybe around 15 more minutes, and then that's it, because I'm tired and I want to go downstairs. Not that I don't appreciate your company or anything. It's just that I want to go spend some time with my friends downstairs. I only did this because I wanted to make a video for to 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 get rid of the worst year on record. Is Handy Andy still here? Light table. I'm like watching a slight delayed video of a slight delayed version of my... See, it does it for me. It just... I don't have to touch it and it does it for me. See, like that. I love how it does that sometimes. Actually, no, it does it all the time and it's super annoying, but still. Ooh, the little white box needs to be colored in. Ooh, Happy New Year, Eric. Stay safe and healthy, my friend. No problem. I'll try and do the same. I'll try and do that. I hope you can do the same too. So I'm actually going to be making some changes to my channel in order to kind of make it more adult oriented, if that even makes any sense. So expect more adult stuff being shown in these videos. Also because I kind of want to make some changes that'll help my channel stay on YouTube a little bit better. So until that happens, my channel will be marked as for kids, sadly. And so that'll be the case for a good few days, or at least for a little while. But don't worry, videos will still be coming out as much as I can, at least until I get a job. So all I have to do left is the sky, and that's it for this frame. Adult stuff like what, though? Like, for example, Secrets of the Demon here. It's going to have more adult themes with Handy. What, me? Yeah, you. Okay, I'm sorry. I accidentally hit my, what is it? I accidentally hit my text messages. Actually, I need to text that guy back, actually. So give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, sorry. So Feehawk says adult stuff like what, though? Okay, so adult stuff like... stuff that adults can relate to. It's kind of like Zootopia almost, where it talks about... Gonna get into some really deep stuff here, like prejudice, forgive me, sexism. There's also politics and stuff. I'm not gonna go into politics, obviously, because that's not what I'm for. I don't like talking about politics, first of all. It's something that I just don't like to do. But in SOTD, for example, this is where the changes are going to be very apparent. Like, how the characters interact with each other. That's going to be more centered around what adults have to go through. And Handy... Yes, Handy. And so, Handy is going to be more of a comedic relief character instead of an actual character that interacts with everyone. Like when he's... Like when someone's on... Like when someone trips and falls, he can go, "Do you need a hand?" When he's a giant talking hand. And so, those are the kinds of things that are going to be going on, as well as more adult themes are going to be shown. These won't take place for a good couple of weeks to a few months or so. I'm honestly thinking of just stopping this channel altogether and going on to a different channel. Like just stopping this one, Eric Ramirez Gaming 101, and just going on to one that's just Eric Ramirez 101, where it can just be about anything. I mean, that's something that I've been thinking about for a good 30 minutes. And so, But I don't know. I mean, I'm still working on it, and so we'll just see how it turns out. Man, did I just leave you guys on a cliffhanger? If that even makes any sense. Yeah. Let's see. Not sick? Oh man, okay. Adult themes on SOTD seem like a good idea. Yeah, cause... I mean, Secrets of the Demon was the original name, but then... Kappa showed up, and then I had to change it to Secrets of the Dragon, because Alex tells me that SOTD is mostly kid-oriented for some reason. And so, that's why SOTD is going to change come episode 5. Right now this is episode 4. And so, episode 5 onward is going to be more adult-oriented. If that even makes any sense. And so, that's what's going to be going on with SOTD. The rest of my videos... No, I don't need a new car. I already have one. Hang on just a moment. So yeah. So yeah, more adult themes is going to be shown in SOTD and in my videos overall. It's mostly just the personalities of the characters as well as the overall themes and messages, I guess. If that... Yeah, that makes sense. And actually, speaking of SOTD, I already mentioned this to, Mr. Keith earlier, but I'll tell you, why, hi there, Colby. Man, there's more people joining, I might as well just keep this live stream going. At least until I get burned out. And by the way, if you actually do get burned out, I recommend deal with the burnout first. Don't do anything else that just makes it worse for you, just relax. And so yes, SOTD is going to be changing back from Secrets of the Dragon, and it's going to be going back to its original name of Secrets of the Demon, even though Demon absolutely has nothing to do with Secrets of, with an actual demon. That was the original idea. Iskrilla was supposed to be a demon, but however, Alex, who is now the head writer of the series, gave me some good advice on where to take the series so it's better and so it can be more engaging, entertaining, as well as more long-lasting than it currently is. Because Alex told me that there was going to... that from episodes 1 until 3, which are the current episodes, he said that there was absolutely nothing going on with the series from there. He says that there wasn't really a whole lot of stuff going on. Like, they were good, but they weren't telling a real good story. And so, he and I spent a good 2 months or so working on... Hang on. Sorry, texting someone. Hi, Colby. And so, SOTD is going to be, I guess, like, redone after episode 4. And so expect there to be very intense moments, not made for kids. The cartoon may look like it's made for kids, but it's not. It has some very deep themes in it that are not for kids. And yet I think kids should be scared every now and then because it'll shape them into a better human being. Like, just scare the living daylights out of your kids for once. That'll teach them how to get into the real world. Don't do that, I'm sorry. So I think this frame is finished. Oh wait, hang on. Let's see, there's that. Do you think you'll get animation software on a computer? I'm honestly still working on that. It's one of the most frustrating things for me because for some reason, my computer does not work with this kind of animation software. And besides, I like doing hand-drawn stuff, but it takes a lot more time, and it's also not professional looking, especially if I want to get into a professional animation studio like Disney one day. Let me see. Wait, don't. Hang on, so you guys can see it. I don't know how well you can see it, actually. Who's texting? It's my friend again. I have animation software called Catassia. I use it a lot. Is it free, or do you have to pay for it? Because I don't exactly have a source of income at the moment. That looks good. Oh, it was paid. Oh, okay. I got it for free, though. By my friend. Oh. Okay. May have to take a look into that. So, real quick, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm doing this frame for. So, take a look at this frame, for example. It's me and my friend Terrence. And so, we're standing in the cab of a train. Well, this has some spoilers in it too, so... so as you can see, there's these two windows back... Actually, no, there's three windows back here. And so, this frame is supposed to be behind these windows, and I'll use my light table to show you how that works. So, in the animation, you're gonna see whatever's on the outside of these windows. And so, as you can see, wait, see, that's better. So as you can see, there's what you can see in the background back here. Oh, I gotta get that, actually. Let me get that real quick. I don't know where exactly that window is, but I'm doing this just in case. So, what's going to happen is this frame is going to show behind... Oh man, I was in a completely different area. So the frame is gonna look like this. And these windows are gonna be cut out so you can see in the background. So this is going to be... Oh wait, hang on. So this is gonna be the foreground, and then that's going to be the background. And so it's a background inside a background. And so that's how I make some of the backgrounds for my cartoons. You may think, well, why can't I just color inside here? Well, there's a bit of a scaling problem that I have, and I can't really fix it, so what I have to do is I have to find a way around that problem, and this is one of the ways that I came up with the idea to fix that problem. Said problem. Okay, that's better. So these two frames are now finished, and they can go back into my folder. Just imagine it, being able to stand next to a talking anthropomorphic wolf like that, and that's me. Me. Anything else you guys have for me at all? Like any questions or anything like that? Because I'm open for questions at this current time. Just a moment, putting my frame away so I can work on the next one later. I don't know how interesting this live stream actually was for you guys, so I'm sorry. Ooh, song's almost over. Got 2 minutes left. Because I'm gonna be wrapping this up. Just wanted to wish you guys a happy new year. Hopefully we can kick 2020 to the curb, and we can say, we are not gonna be missed. And let's hope 2021 is better. I want to go back to Disneyland. I want to go back to Disneyland so incredibly bad. And I want everything to go back to normal, at least semi-normal. So, channel update. More adult themes. Possibly going to be shelving this channel and going to be moving on to another channel. I don't know. SOTD is going to be renamed to Secrets of the Demon. Again, that was its original name. Let's see. What else? And also, stay safe and eat your vegetables. Let me see, is there any other pictures that I can work on. Not really. You guys aren't really saying anything. It's not exactly helping my emotions out. Oh, and by the way, I was working on some expression tests. Those are some expressions I did for one of my characters earlier. This guy's one of my favorites. I love him so much. Not in that way, but still. And then I'm also... Let me see what else. And then I'm also working on character studies, which I'm going to be using for my cartoons from now on. Like, for example, I have Handy, me, and Comet. And finally, on the back is Dragon and Flame Man and another character that I will not mention until later. You're gonna see him in episode 5 of Secrets of the Demon. And when you see him, he's not gonna be the same when the series is over. In fact, me and Alex actually worked on the series for 2 months and we came up with a storyline. There's now gonna... Originally my limit of episodes was going to be 8. Guess how many there's gonna be now. My original limit was going to be... who's texting? My original limit was going to be 8 episodes in total. Now it's going to be 14. 14 episodes in total. That is nearly double the amount I was planning on. And SOTD is by far going to be the best series on my channel besides Disneyland. Okay, so since no one's saying anything... Anyway guys, I hope you all have a beautiful new year. Hang on, I got this. Gotta get that ending at the right time. So... Thank you to everyone who is joining me on this live stream. Thank you Keith, Vhawks, Colby, AMMA, I know who you are. There's also Andrew, there was also... I think Alex maybe? I don't know. But among other people. Thank you all for watching this live stream. I plan on doing more videos eventually. My model of the Eiffel Tower will be coming soon. It's going to be split into 3 videos. One is going to be on the construction of the model. The other is going to be a full around tour. And then the last one is going to be the model at night. Because it has a special surprise in there that you all are gonna love. But overall, thank you all for watching. Have a nice and safe new year, please. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask, eat your vegetables, and scream at the sky. Sorry, trying to match it up with the music. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I plan on doing more live streams too. And have a happy and safe New Year's, and I will see you in 2021 in about 3 hours. Bye guys!